If you are looking for strength and character in the nation's capital these days, look no further than the story of Alex Smith. Just over 2 years ago, the Washington quarterback suffered a crippling injury that almost led to the amputation of his right leg. It would have been a brutal end to the long career of a man who was once the first overall draft pick in the NFL and a 3-time Pro Bowler. Instead, Smith defied expectations by rehabbing the way injured special forces do. Tonight, a look at one of the greatest comebacks in sports history. Alex Smith describes his NFL comeback. It all began a little over 2 years ago, November 18, 2018, when Alex Smith led Washington as quarterback against the Houston Texans, and pass rushers, Kareem Jackson and J.J. Watt, crashed through his offensive line. Alex Smith, it was one of those plays as a quarterback, okay, they got us, secure the football and just kinda get down. Alex Smith, I immediately knew that it was broken. Norah O'Donnell, you could see it or you felt it? Alex Smith, the visual was the most alarming thing. For me to look down and know that my leg was broken, it wasn't straight, bending in a place it shouldn't bend. Dr. Robin West, Alex isn't a guy who goes down a lot. I had never run on the field for him. Dr. Robin West is the Washington football team's head physician. This is her 18th season in the NFL. Dr. Robin West, and I realized quickly that the injury was severe when I got out there. Norah O'Donnell, just so that people understand, what is a compound spiral fracture? Dr. Robin West, he had a fracture that extended from his ankle joint up to his knee joint. So, it spiraled all the way up the tibia, and then he had a piece of bone sticking out of his skin. Norah O'Donnell, how often do injuries like this happen in football? Dr. Robin West, like this? No. Very, very rarely. Dr. Robin West, after watching from the stands, Alex Smith's wife, Elizabeth, rushed down to be with her husband. Norah O'Donnell, do you remember what he said to you in the ambulance? Elizabeth Smith, yes. He wanted me to pull the game up on my phone. He wanted to know the score, he wanted to know how the offense was doing. He was not even worried about his leg whatsoever. He was worried about his team. A team of orthopedic trauma surgeons was waiting to operate at Inova Fairfax Hospital in Virginia. They put Smith's leg back together with 3 plates and 28 screws and pins. After surgery, the X-rays looked good, but what Dr. West and her colleagues could not see was bacteria, she thinks from Washington's football field, had infected the open wound on Smith's leg. Alex Smith, there in those couple days after is when it, quickly got sideways. Elizabeth Smith, his blood pressure's dropping, his fever was skyrocketing. And that's when I knew it was a lot worse than we ever anticipated.